Hello and welcome once again to Ignite Your Impact. My name is Jen Rhodes. I am seated next to Mr. Matt Rhodes.
Good morning, everyone.
I've got to come up with a better intro for you. The illustrious Mr. Matthew Ray Rhodes.
I'm good with whatever.
Okay.
So today, we're going to try and make it through this episode.
Yes,
just so
we
everyone
can.
knows, Jen has been very sick. She's got a pretty bad cough.
I blame my nieces.
You haven't even seen them.
I haven't seen them for 4 weeks, but I told my sister-in-law, I was like, it's your kids. She goes, I was going to say that about you.
But we're going to try and power through this, and if she starts coughing, I'll just
fine.
I'll just steal the show.
You always steal the show.
Well, so today what we're going to talk about is how to create a chaos-free life. And I think a lot of people are busy, but I really put people into two buckets. And the first bucket is if you're doing anything worth doing, there's going to be some chaos. That's just part of it. If you're starting a business or you're running a business, that there's going to be some chaos in starting that company and moving through. If you work at a corporate office and it's busy things are going, there's going to be some chaos. Heck, if you're married with kids, you're going to have some chaos, and that's all good. There's just going to be a little bit of that. That's just part of human nature. But we want to show you how you can bring that down to a reasonable level. Even if you have dreams and you're trying to do things, but you just don't have the time, I still think that you fit into this first category. You're trying to do some stuff. I think you fall into this. But that second category is people who have blinders on. This is, I'll put my hands in quotation, I'm doing it for my kids, meaning I'm running my kids around all the time to everything. Therefore, I don't have any time for me, for my personal development, for my health, for my sanity, or I'm too busy for date night. Or I'm too busy to go to the gym, yet I have time to comment on every single Facebook post.
I can't meal prep. I'm like, it's 3 a.m. Get off Facebook.
But I do want to point out and make it very clear that if you feel like your life is chaotic right now and you can't just seem to get it all done, that does not mean you fall into the second category. You're not in that second boat. Because if you're listening right now, you're trying to do things to get better. You obviously came to this podcast to get better. So you want to do something so you don't fall into that second boat. I promise you fall into that first boat. But that's what we're going to talk today about, how we can help you, through our own experience, create a less chaotic life.
Controlled chaos.
Yes.
I like the chaos sometimes, though.
Yeah, it's good.
It reminds me my heart's beating.
Yeah.
You were giving the examples, and I almost chimed in with like trying to wrestle a bag of bread out of a 110-pound golden retriever's mouth. That's chaos.
We've seen that too. That's a personal experience.
About 25 times.
Yeah.
So there are really two ways that we personally use to bring the chaos down to a reasonable level. So again, that controlled chaos. And keep in mind, the only thing that we can truly control is how we react in it. If you are listening today, you are in that first boat. You are actively trying. But I want you to listen closely today. More importantly, you're going to want to take some action so that you can help yourself move to that next level. The first thing we do, which it is very tough for anyone working at a high level, is learning to say no. I personally get it. I feel all of this statement. One of my goals for 2024 is to say no more than I say yes, unless it's my kids. Kids, I say yes more. To my team listening in, I know you're listening. I know that you are laughing at this point in me hearing this, or in hearing what I'm saying, because It is an area that I need constant reminders and redirection on. And this is a constant challenge for me. Constant. Don't laugh.
I'm just laughing. We had a conference call today, and I was like, no.
Me?
Yeah, I was getting you back on track.
Oh, nice. Good job. I'd totally forgotten it. So this is why I need to learn to say no more than I say yes. But why is it so hard? Maybe you're a people pleaser. You don't want to let anyone down. Maybe I'm not so much a people pleaser. I'm a servant leader, and I don't want to burden my people with everything that I have to do. And my team is so beautiful, and they know me so well and can realign me to say, we're all going for the same thing. Let's share the weight. I love my team for this. But maybe you are a people pleaser. Maybe you don't know how to say no because you don't want to let anyone down. When anyone asks for volunteers, you're always the first to get the kids. Bring the stuff to school. Oh, I'll decorate the door. I'll lead the meeting. I'll do carpool. I'll bring the snacks. Does any of this sound familiar? I mean, it doesn't to me anymore because I said no at those. Those are the things I do say no. My team I won't say no to. But I know we've spoken about this a few times. But it still brings to mind that viral audio hook. I think it was last year. It was going through on Instagram that said, repeat after me. You don't have to do all the things. And then a stressed out mom sitting in her car, freaking the hell out in carpool, immediately chimes in, then how the hell we gonna get it done? I get it. All good things. Be responsible. Hold yourself accountable. I'm not saying be selfish, but let's get real. Does any of this really move the needle for you and your family? Be honest. What are the high-level tasks that you truly need to focus on to keep advancing you and your family's momentum? I guarantee it's not making copies at the school. Sorry. It ain't folding Junior's socks. I can promise you that. Now, the second, either you're a people pleaser or the second, you don't want to miss opportunities. I would say this is where I'm at. I have FOMO like a mofo. Oh my God, I just put that together. I'm sorry.
You sound like a smoker too, laughing.
I'm trying not to cough.
I know.
And I'm medicated. The FOMO. Ladies, I know if you're not in the first boat, you're in the second boat. I have a senior. You want to talk about FOMO? Holy shit. I am about to experience the last of the lasts. Maybe you have a kindergartner. You don't want to miss the first of the firsts. And here we go. The guilt ensues. Anyone listening right now shaking their head, saying with me, yep, that's me. Yep, I say yes too much. Yep, I'm hauling the kids around. Yes to the meetings. Yes to listening to every business opportunity. If you're a business owner, I don't want to miss anything. I don't want to miss on that one pivotal thing. What if I accidentally ignore the next Jeff Bezos? Oh my God, I don't want to miss.
Yeah,
Don't you get FOMO?
Yeah.
A mofo.
I think in 2022, we did a really good job of saying no to a lot of things. And that really propelled us into 2023. And we started to see some real trajectory within our company in this last year. And that very thing stunted our growth. I personally fell into both categories. I felt like things were going pretty good for us, and I needed to make sure I did my part to maybe help others to make sure they were doing okay when they weren't in that same place that we were at. And I felt like I needed to give more of my time to things that did not really affect true change for me. More so the opportunity side of things. You know, I was, anytime anyone would hit me with an opportunity, I would dig into it, I would listen to it. And I'm not just talking about financial opportunities either here, guys and gals. An opportunity to go work with a new coach, an opportunity to go on this crazy vacation, and all these different opportunities. And I would look into them, and I was saying yes to more of them than I needed to. And I think that really stunted our growth. I felt very chaotic in 2023. Not bad. I mean, things were really good, but I felt like I was running hard all the time. Does anyone feel that way? Like you're running hard all the time? That's the way I felt. So I had to put something in place. I had to literally just say, I'm saying yes too much, or maybe too much. I need to say no more. So anytime, and this is what I've started doing this year, anytime that I'm asked anything, time, money, I quickly, and when I say quickly, I'm talking within seconds, I roll through 3 things. Does this help my family? Does this fit into our 3 businesses? And most important, does this bring me joy? It's not all about money. It is a lot about family. But does this bring Matt joy? And if it doesn't check mark all 3 of those, not 2 of them, all 3, then it's a no. And this is how I've started making that decision process. And from there, it's very simple. Yes or no. Family, our businesses, and bring Matt joy. I know that may seem greedy, but fuck. We sometimes have to get a little bit of greedy when it comes to our time and our family and our joy. Otherwise, we're going to look back and say, we did nothing but serve other people's agenda. So that's how I've been saying no more often. And I feel good about it.
I like that insight, though. That's an interesting insight. That's the first time you've said that to me. And you've said it to everyone else, too. So now we have to hold you to it. So all of you out there volunteering and doing and doing and doing. Yes, I serve others. That is one of the many beautiful gifts God has given us. Serve others. But if you are not serving yourself first, you are worthless to others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Try this now. List out your 2 to 4 things. It doesn't have to be what Matt does. I would say mine are very similar. I would add, I have 4. Does this advance my family? Does this advance my business? Does this bring me joy? And is this serving the higher purpose that God put me on this earth for? Because I feel obligated to finish his work. Take 3 months. Just 3 months. And run those scenarios, run those questions each time you're asked to do something. I call those, hey, Jen, real quick. Or, can I bend your ear? Hey, can I bend your ear real quick? I run through those 4, and then I say yes or no. With that said, when you're running that question, that decision tree, I want to share with you 3 words that could change how you shift your perspective on this. Because no may not be in your vocabulary. I've worked with clients that they physically could not. They were riddled with guilt by choosing no. They were better to say no to themselves than to someone else. I want to use these 3 words. I hope this will change your world if you are like that. Not right now. If you do not know how to say no, or if you're scared someone may get mad or disappointed or hurt, because you always do the things, I just want you to try it. Not right now. You will be amazed at how the chaos starts to subside and the actual tasks that require your attention will rise up so that you can attend to them. You start to put time into the things that move the rock and things that you like. Distractions become less, and you start to get into a flow, and it feels so damn good. I will also say we practice what we preach. We've shared our decision trees. We did this in all of 2022, and it set us up for 2023. But again, if you're not practicing it all the time, or if you think, oh, it's fine, I've already got it, I don't need to run this, it's ingrained. I think 2023 proved that we needed to run the strategy.
Yep.
It wasn't ingrained yet. It wasn't automated. We started saying yes more because we had that fear of missing out. We've started to pull back into that decision tree. And I will say more, just in this month, we can feel that wave of control coming back. We can feel the momentum.
Yep.
But it's not so scattered that you don't know where to put your attention.
Yeah. A perfect example is I have a good friend, and this guy's a good friend. Like, I think everyone can imagine that person when they call you and ask you for something, no matter what it is, yeah, I'm in, whatever. Well, he's that type of friend. But he calls me, or he sends me a text the other day and says, hey, I'm setting up a meeting Monday morning. I want you to sit in. And then he sends me a meeting invite. And the first thing I did was I called him and I said, hey, I'm trying to protect my time this year. Can you give me a little information about what this meeting is? Because previously I wouldn't even ask what it was. I just went there. And he wasn't put off at all when I said that. I think he was actually taken back, like, wow, this is good for you. I need to do more of this. And then he explained to me what the meeting was about, and I needed to be in on it. So I was there. No problem. But just asking, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about this? Because if I didn't need to be in there, I was going to say no. So even the people that are very close to you, you need to find out, because that could be something that's sucking your time. Now, this next piece, we've already told you need to say no more often than you say yes. This next piece, it's kind of it's a great catch-all. Meaning, if you can't say no to things because you have this strong vision for what you want, and it can be tough. But even for those things that you want to say yes and you want to do, delegate, automate, eliminate. And this is not a secret. You guys have heard this before. But very few of you are using it. For it's easy for me. I want to get things off my plate. I want to delegate, automate, and eliminate all the time. Not too long ago, I moved to a new position within my company. And one of the guys on my team, my old team, came up to me and said, hey, how's the new job going for you? Have you been able to delegate everything out like you did your previous job and have it easy going? And I remember him saying that. And he basically was saying,
what a stinker.
Well, he didn't mean it mean. He kind of did, I guess.
Yeah.
What this guy didn't understand was I was executing at a high level. I was delegating, I was automating, I was eliminating everything. And it got shit done because I was doing that. See, where he thought I wasn't doing anything because he saw all the other managers around me in a chaotic standpoint of view, what he didn't realize is we were getting shit done where everyone else was in chaos. There's delegation, automation, elimination. And we use that. So have you ever looked at someone and said, damn, that person's doing really well and they don't do anything? They may be using this. I guarantee it, they're using this.
That is how we've gotten back into control as well. The practice of delegating, the practice of automating, and then finally eliminating falls into place. They aren't lazy. They're finding a better way to do things, which brings down the chaos. I work with a few business owners as we consult. And we practice this. This means they delegate things like accounting, maybe some housework, lawn mowing, childcare, basic maintenance. Do you realize when, and Matt knows this, when we first opened our gyms, I was all of that in our businesses and our home. I was repairing treadmills. I was doing the accounting. I was childcare, like chaos.
You can never grow from chaos.
And I was stuck.
Yep.
And it was psychotic. As we work with these business owners to get the lowest level things off their plate. Someone may love doing that. Find them, hire them, get it off your plate. You've got higher tasks to do. They're automating things like marketing, sales funnels, follow-ups, automations. Many of these things we've been able to automate in our own business, and it's eliminated a ton of time out of my schedule, which is also my next step. They're eliminating the tasks that don't align with their priorities, like the 3 that Matt said earlier. It's okay to just say no.
Yeah, it doesn't mean, things may need to be done. That's where I was saying you can say yes to something, but it doesn't mean it needs to be done by you. That's where the automate, delegate, and eliminate comes from. Can you guys, anyone listening, think of something right now that you need to delegate?
Oh, not me. Me.
Can anyone listening right now think of something that they need to automate? Can you think of something that you need to eliminate right now? All 3 categories, I'm sure you can come up with something. Now is the time to act on them.
For sure. A lot of people listen to us because we are fitness coaches. So I want to tie in how we do both these processes into our fitness.
Like eliminating cardio.
Amen. Amen. Yes, we say no to cardio because it is a time sucker. But in all truth, it doesn't get you to the goal you want. We are about efficiency. So the time that I'm going to spend doing something, I'm going to make sure I get there in the shortest amount of time possible. I'm not here to waste time. In all truth, maybe that extra thing doesn't get you to the goal you want. Maybe we don't go to every extra thing that we're invited to. Maybe we say no to Chiefs tickets on the weekend. We just actually said no to a vacation. It didn't align with where we need to be right now. Would I love a vacation? Sure. But we ran it through that decision tree. And for right now, when that would occur, it would take us off our game. It distracts us from our key goal. Would I love to sit and watch every KU basketball game with my kiddo this season? Hell yes. But that's 5 hours out of my very busy schedule that I can devote better time to. And maybe we pick one day we spend 5 hours with her. So we pick that one day and we're fully present that one moment and then right back on our own personal growth. Because I got to tell you, Andy Reid is not getting me any closer to my personal goals.
Yeah, but I think you just said something really important.
Or Bill Self.
When you create this less chaotic life by saying no more than you say yes, and you delegate, you automate, and you eliminate, that 5 hours that you do spend with your kid, you are fully present.
Yeah.
Because you don't have chaos going all around you and everywhere else. And and this next thing may surprise you that we DAE, delegate, automate, and eliminate as well, is our fitness, like Jim was saying. I hear this a lot. Really, you guys have a ton of clients that you do this exact same thing and you just don't do it for yourself? Like if you're an accountant, you just don't do your own accounting? No, go back to what I said. How to create a chaotic free life. We look at this for everything, even things that we are good in. We've delegated our workouts and our macros to another coach so that when I go in to work out, I don't have to think about it. It's just there. It's ready to go. My macros, when I look at my food intake has really been, it's been automated. So I delegated my workouts. I automate my food because I basically eat the same thing every week. And you all already do this anyways. You just may not have automated it to the right types of foods.
We're rounding the corner. Yeah. We're doing really good,
One
guys.
cough and we're about done.
I have eliminated, yes, as Matt has said, I have eliminated the cardio, but also the time suckers. So muscle confusion. Has anybody else bought into that bullshit? If you were to look at my lifting routine, you would look at it like, that's it? Like what like, are you not doing supersets or drop sets? Or what about hit interval? Do you do like 2 different types of cardio throughout the day? 1 indoors, 1 outdoors? No, I don't. You're wasting time on things that won't move the needle. So I've simplified. This is exactly what we do for our clients at Phoenix and with the Phoenix method. They delegate their fitness to us and we help them automate and eliminate all the things that are holding them back and keeping them in a chaotic spin.
I love that. I would say a lot of the things we said today are not new to anyone listening. I think you've all heard say no more than yes, delegate, automate, and eliminate. I think they've heard all these things. However, the question I would ask everyone listening right now, is your life less chaotic so far in 2024 than it was in 2023? And do you see it getting less chaotic? If you don't, then it's time to actually take these 2 simple, free, they cost you nothing. We aren't charging for them. We didn't come up with them. This costs you absolutely nothing. Take these 2 principles and put them into practice right now to create a chaotic, free life.
I love it. Guys, I hope you found so much value in today's episode. If you did, like it, share it, tag us in your Insta stories, give us a 5-star review. This is the only way that we can continue to grow and you can keep hearing me cough into the microphone. I think we did really good today.
We did great.
We did so good. Guys, with that, not right now. We'll talk to you next time.